So this is your girl, Organic Chef. I'm about to go get some groceries from the grocery store, and I'm actually here at Kroger. So what's your routine? Like, you know, I got my mask, I got a backup mask, I have my handy wipes to wipe down my... So, good morning. I am in the zone right now. See that sweat on my forehead? Girl getting it in. That's right, it's Friday. Your girl got her feet out. I'm in Georgia. Holla at your girl. Don't be jelly, y'all. But I'm a Jersey girl. Don't get it twisted. Jersey girl in the house. Organic Chef. I'm out. In the farmer's market. Guess who's here with me today? Oh yes, that truck is through. Get it in the farmer's market today. Holler at the girl, Organic Chef. So our purees are done. And what are we about to do? Let's play it up! You heard him, let's play it up. I'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, Organic Chef. I'm outside here. I'm about to walk into Thermalife. I have an interview set up today so we can talk about healthy eating and talk about what they're doing here at Thermalife and how they help people using nature, medicine, and homeopathic methods. So, come on, let's go in. Y'all, it's Organic Chef. Hope everyone is well with their families. Today we're going to do a great recipe. It's a recipe that I've tested back during the holidays, and it's a great recipe if you're changing your lifestyle. You know, you're incorporating more plant-based items and whole foods, and it's seasonal appropriate, so you can find it. It's affordable. It's available. I do stress organic non-GMO is best. This is a stuffed acorn recipe. That's right, your girl's doing a stuffed veggie acorn recipe. It's whole, it's filling, it tastes great. It's all about the flavor that we're going to be infusing today. So we've got our acorns. We've already prepped them ahead of time. I suggest you do that. It's all about prep work that makes things a lot easier in the kitchen when you're trying to juggle family, children, careers, work. Working from home is a struggle with that too. You got a lot of stuff going on. So prepping is key. So what I've done ahead of time to my acorns is I've seasoned them with some extra virgin organic non-GMO olive oil and salt and pepper. That's it, because it's all about what I'm stuffing my acorns with. So I got my mom with me today, and she's gonna be helping me out in the kitchen, cooking these fabulous healthy meals. So come on over and say hi to my mama. Okay. Say hi to my mama. Mama's hanging out with us, and she has some time. So she's hanging out with us from over the holidays. So I'm super excited to have her here. And my mom enjoys healthy eating, healthy cooking. She raised us doing those things at home, eating those beets, eating that liver, juicing those carrots. You know, she was always trying to do something, you know, healthy and implementing it into our daily meals, and always promoted drinking water, lots of water. Mama didn't buy us lots of soda. She didn't buy us lots of drinks. We didn't drink lots of iced teas and things like that. So your girl learned from the best, my mama. So let's talk about these ingredients. Okay. So I have some balsamic crispy beets. Goes great on salads, non-GMO. I have some mustard, dried mustard. I have some beautiful hearts of palms. A lot of people like to have them in salads. I'm gonna show you how you can turn it up a notch and put it in your meals. I got some fresh turmeric root. We're gonna be pureeing in there. I got some korma spice, cardamom, cumin, coriander, cinnamon, you name it, it's all in there. Look it up. I've got some extra virgin olive oil, non-GMO organic, of course. And I have some fun festive things. I have some dried figs, some walnuts, some dried cherries, custom to this time of year. It's great to do seasonal and it costs less. And to bring all my ingredients together, I have some panko. Also not showed here, we're gonna do some fresh lemon juice as well. But come on, so let's do this recipe and let's get cooking. So we're back and I have my acorns that are all prepped up. They're going in the oven for 35 minutes on 400. I'm telling you, they smell fantastic. I prepped them overnight and it smells like heaven. So in the oven they go. So let's make this stuffing, right? So I got my hearts of palm and I'm just gonna give them a rough chop. Inside my bowl, they're gonna start to break down anyway, so you won't have to do a lot of work. I'm just gonna chop to get that process started. So let me get my knife. Let's get to chopping, right? So I like to infuse healthy ingredients, healthy components when we're cooking, but I also want to pay attention to the ingredients that we're using, their health benefit for our bodies, and eating healthy. It's important. This is a great recipe because it's very filling. I tested out this recipe and I was elated. You know, vegetables have lots of fiber, and fiber helps you to feel that full sensation that you get. So it curbs your appetite so you don't keep eating. So we're gonna add our palms to our bowl. Talk about mom, we having a good time kicking up in the kitchen. So we've got that fresh turmeric, and I'm just gonna take my zester and just zest some fresh turmeric in there. I've washed my root. There's a lot of properties in the skin, so I'm including that as well. Half a teaspoon. So this is gonna give it that nice, bright, vibrant color. You know, that's gonna brighten up the stuffing. To that, I'm gonna add some fresh cracked pepper, because the curcumin, which is the healthy component in turmeric, cannot get absorbed into the body without pepper. So you have to have that component in there. And the curcumin helps to alleviate any type of inflammation that you might have going on in the body. So to that, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Now it comes to the fun part. Here we have our panko. It's about a half a cup. Gotta use your hands. Your tool in the kitchen is mostly your hands. So I'm just gonna lightly massage and start breaking down those palms. Gotta work it out sometimes. Got any anger, aggravation? What do you got going on? Let me see if I can turn towards you so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. So I can smell that mustard. I can smell the smoky flavors of that korma spice. So we'll get down and dirty. I got it a little bit close up so you can see. So as you can see, that olive oil has brought a lot of moisture to our panko. And I just want to add a little tip here. So panko I'm using today is gluten-free. It's a rice panko. So if you have guests, friends, family, children that have an allergic reaction to gluten, or they trying to watch out for how much gluten intake they have in their daily meals, this is also a great component for them to have, that you can serve to them and give to them for your gatherings, for your dinners, for your brunches, for lunch, and it's very wholesome. So this is also another great item to have for them. So let me show you what we're working with. So this is our stuffing. So hearts of palm kind of break down, almost mimic like a crab-like texture. So if you see like the little strings in here, that's what it's mimicking. It's kind of cool. I got a Chinese apple or pomegranate, which also has great health benefits and great health properties as well. So that'll be our garnish for today. So now that our stuffing's done, I want to add a fresh component to it. So I have some parsley here. Parsley is pretty cool. I bring it home from the grocery store, and then I just clip the stems, and then I put it in a jar of water, sit it in the fridge, and it keeps for weeks, sometimes a month. I have my parsley there or whenever I need it. Done, son. So we're going to take them and we're going to put them in our bowl. I want it all. So now we're going to incorporate it. Oh my God, it smells great. Smells great. So I want to give it a taste test because I want to see if the flavor's there. If I might want to add some components to it. At this point in time, you would add your salt and your pepper. We'll do that. So I'm going to give it a little taste just to see where that flavor's at. So it definitely needs salt, definitely needs pepper. It's going to wake up all the nice spices and the veggies that I already have in there. Here's my mom with the dog. I just did about 2 pinches of salt. And don't forget that lemon juice. So I've got my lemon. So this is about a teaspoon of lemon juice. So this is also going to add moisture, but it's also going to brighten up those flavors. Lemons, vitamin C from the sun. Can't get enough of that, right? Your citrus fruits. But truth be told, you have vitamin C in almost anything that grows with sunlight and soil. It has vitamin C. So now it's starting to have that mealy texture that I want it to have, but I can make it into a ball. You see that? So this is what you want. So now my stuffing is ready. So my acorns are just about ready, and they're ready for my stuffing. So instead of cooking the stuffing with the acorns as they soften, I'm letting them cook first. Then I'm gonna add my stuffing mixture, and then it's gonna cook all the way through till it's done. So I've got my pomegranate here, and these are the kernels that I'll be using as a garnish on my stuffed winter veggie acorn squash. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take half of it because you see all this luxurious pomegranate juice. OMG. I'm just gonna squeeze. I want that juice to be infused with all the other flavors. And I got some palms in there, but that's okay. Oh my God, it smells fantastic in here. Those acorns are popping and they're just about done. So we infused a lot of flavor. We've got dates in here. We've got cherries in here. We have figs in here. We have walnuts, pomegranates, all seasonal to this time of year. Say hi, Diamond. She's waiting for the next crumb to drop, I assure you. Washing my hands. So we're gonna check on our acorns and we're gonna stuff them, and then we're gonna put them back in the oven to finish cooking all the way through for the last 15 minutes. So I'm taking out these palms little by little, making sure that I don't squeeze them so much to take out all the juice, because then it loses all the fun of when you're eating them, and it just that nice pop of juice and flavor. It's very, very nice. So that's all I'm doing. I open them up and I'm just taking them out. And as you take out the folds of the membrane, they'll start coming out and they'll start falling out on their own. Sometimes you got to give it a little help, but it's pretty easy. Tedious, but worth it. So that's it. This is just a garnish. No more, no less. That's it. So our acorns are just about there, so it's time to take them out, stuff them, and place them back in the oven. Woo! Look where we going, y'all. Look where we going. So that's it. I'm just gonna take my spoon here, stuff them up, because it's hot. Oh my gosh, this looks so pretty. Let's get a close up. That's okay. It crumbles. This one, I already started browning that caramelization. These are gonna be scrumptious. Now, by all means, if you want to add a piece of fish to this, or if you want to add some grain to this, you want to add a fresh salad or some greens, it's a great thing to have, and it's the star of the show. You can mount it on top of your greens or your grain, and it'll give you that nice pretty colors that you see here. So I'm just going to pack them a little bit. Make sure I got all my stuffings. And these are fresh ingredients, so it's not like these have to cook for a long time. There's no egg, there's no protein in here as far as animal product, so it's not something that you have to do. A lot of stuffings call for eggs, or they call for cheese. So this is a dairy-free, gluten-free, animal-free, plant-based dish. So you hit all the bells and whistles on the I can't have it list. So here we go. Into the oven she goes. I'll be right back. So we're back, but our acorn veggie stuffed acorn winter squash is done, son. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful. So it's been cooling for about 20 minutes. So I can touch it and I can hold it and it's not gonna do anything. So this is really neat. You know, when you're sitting down at the table, you have a bowl of acorn squash, and every family member gets to enjoy and have their own bowl of squash. I think that's really great, especially when you have a big family, you're fighting over everything, there's not enough, somebody likes something a little bit more than somebody else, but this makes them feel special, unique, that they get to have their own stuffed acorn squash. So don't underestimate whole foods and produce and your seasonal vegetables. You have to make it work for you. And and you have to accentuate those seasonal vegetables and use them, you know, around the family table when you're doing your dinners and your meals, weekends, Sunday meals, things like that, where you can really enjoy being together and infusing some healthy components in your meals. So you know your girl, let's play it up. So I have my plate here, and I want to show you just something else that you can accentuate and do something creative using some fresh ingredients, because it's really important to eat raw produce, raw fruit, raw vegetables on a daily basis in every meal that we intake. So I'm gonna take my beautiful acorn squash here, and I'm gonna top it with some fresh leeks. Leeks are always so pretty, and they're seasonal for this time of year. And I got my pomegranates. So this is the meal that you can have. You can have it by itself, or you can accompany it with some grains such as rice or couscous, any type of seeds like quinoa that you could do as well. And you can also pair this with a great piece of fish, and or those of you who eat chicken and turkey or pork, the sky's the limit. This can be a side dish, or this can be your main dish. So it's all about you and your family and your options that you're sharing with your loved ones at home, your children, of what you deem to feel special. But this is a great dish to have. Veggie stuffed winter acorn squash. Get at your girl. Thank you for joining me. This is Organic Chef. Thank you for chilling out with me, hanging out with me in my kitchen. I hope you all are being safe and being well with you and your families and your friends. Until then, this is Taste on TV with Organic Chef. This is our show. Let's get cooking healthy. I'm out. Have a great day.
Hey, it's your girl, Organic Chef. I'm outside here. I'm about to walk into ThermaLife. I have an interview set up today so we can talk about healthy eating and talk about what they're doing here at ThermaLife and how they help people using nature medicine and homeopathic methods. So come on, let's go in. Let's see what's going on. Thermoscan room here. This room is heat sensor for the Thermoscan. Come on. I got a mask on. So wellness room here. Infrared sauna. You got your infrared bed. Massaging bed here.
No. The Thermoscan. Yeah. Hey, this is Organic Chef. What's going on, everybody? So I'm on location. I'm at ThermaLife. What is ThermaLife? Well, we're about to go into that. I have some great people, some great staff that I met here. I was here a couple weeks ago. I met Dr. Rebecca probably during March and April. I met her in Walmart looking for some seeds. She heard me over talking with my daughter about organic and non-GMO. She stopped me before I walked away. We had a great conversation. She gave me her business card. And full circle, months later, here I am. I found it very interesting in my journey looking for optimal health and better ways to become healthy. I didn't really find a doctor that did any homeopathic or herbal medicine. So I was super excited, and I held on to her business card because I knew that I would be coming to her office and or calling her. So here we are today. Fast forward, I was here a couple weeks ago. I had a Thermoscan,
and I also had an ionization done. So I wanted to take some time out to introduce you to the staff here and talk about what they do here. So this is Dr. Rebecca, and I just had some questions for you today. I was totally blown away from my experience of coming here. If you didn't know, I'm telling you now. I've always been on a search for healthy components, using things that we can utilize every day, from eating food to better our health and our lifestyle. So I was truly excited to come here, and I'm so glad. Your business card is like crinkled up a little bit because it's been from wallet to wallet, from purse to purse, because I wanted to keep
kept it.
I wanted to keep it. So tell me your story.
Well, I don't know that I have this great story or anything, but I think when I was about this tall, I've always wanted to be a doctor. I always wanted the doctor kit for Christmas. My mother always gave me the nurse's kit because little girls become nurses, not doctors.
Interesting.
So I decided that I would be a little bit defiant, and I became a firefighter. So I was a firefighter paramedic. My parents were appalled.
Stop.
No, stop.
Did you say firefighter?
I was a firefighter.
Get
Loved
out
it.
of
Paramedic.
town.
Loved it. That was for me. My parents were like, "Oh my gosh, fireman," and I'm like, "No, firewoman,
woman.
go."
And
Look at this. But my sister. Now we weren't close because I was adopted, but my sister was diagnosed with breast cancer and passed away in her early 30s. So it's always been a passion for me. Early detection, not just treating it. And I've noticed that for the past 100 years, all we've done for breast cancer is we've chemotherapy, radiation, surgery. That's it. Now they may change up the medication type name, whatever, but it's still the same thing. Okay. There's nothing. But what really needs to happen is early detection, so that you can find out and quickly prevent it or treat it early. So prevention is key. Treating it early is key. That's why we have the ionization. That's why we have the thermography. The thermography sees it so much earlier than any other test I've ever seen out there. And I'm not trying to get on any argument with mammography, but we're not using radiation. We're not creating pain. We're not squashing the ladies. And, it's a much better way, in my opinion.
Can I just say, if anyone out there, and us women know, have you had a mammography? It's very, very painful. It's a painful experience to go through, to try to do your best to be healthy, to get early testing. So I'm all for thermography, of having a much better experience and still getting the results that you're looking for as far as early detection.
Amen. It's amazing. And then we have the test that you mentioned, the ionization. It's a urine and saliva test, and it tells us vitamins A through E, magnesium, manganese, potassium, calciums. It checks your pH, ureas, ammonias. It checks a full urinalysis, checks for parasites, heavy metals. It's only $30. But when you couple the two together, you pretty much know what's going on in your body and what you can do nutritionally to fix that. Because everybody thinks, well, I have to have a supplement, I have to have a pharmaceutical, I have to have medicine. Medicine's for sick people. Supplements should help balance the body. Get your body balanced, get off the supplements. I'm not a supplement doctor by any means. Now, a lot of doctors are, and they load you up, but there needs to be, if you're loading you up, it's because you're really sick. And that means they're going to recheck you and notice, oh, this is now better. You don't need this anymore. Okay, so getting you off of them. That's the best thing ever, is someone who says, I get my vitamin such and such from food. I get my vitamin this from this spice or this herb.
Absolutely.
So much better.
Well, I'll have to tell you, I had the ionization done, and it blew my mind. Why? Because I'm sitting here in your office and I eat healthy. I eat healthy every day. I have my smoothies with my raw whole foods every day. I'm working out. And when the results came back, I had some disturbing information on there. To me, for someone who eats healthy, I don't use a lot of sugar, a lot of salt. I use healthy oils, healthy fats. I'm basically on a whole food vegetable diet. I do eat fish from time to time, so I flex as a pescatarian. But I had some results that said, hey, you've got something going on here. My sodium levels were high, my potassium levels were extremely low, and the irony to that is you said, well, you eat healthy, so I don't think you're drinking enough water. And let me tell you, I did exactly that. The next week up, I leveled up on my water. It was supposed to be a half your body weight in ounces. So I leveled up and I came back in 2 weeks and we did the results and
Amazing
all
difference.
that went away. Okay. So, I thought I was drinking enough water. Apparently that wasn't the case. Talking with you, learning and knowing what I do and my intriguing curiosity about health and the body and what things can help us, the percentage of water that the body needs to operate optimally on a regular basis for all your organs, you really don't take that into consideration. Half your body weight in ounces. It's a lot of water. But that's what your body needs for optimal performance. So I thank you, and I'm glad I came because I had to level up on how much water I was not drinking. And then we talked about the quality of the water. So that's also important and key of the water that you're drinking. Is it tap? Is it purified? Is it in the bottle? Is it distilled? Speaking with you, all these things make a difference. And what you're putting in your body and how it's helping your vitality for your organs. Next question I have. So we talked a little bit about herbs and medicine. Why?
I look at people who take, let's say, blood pressure medicine or diabetic medicines and all these different types of standard medicines that most people are picking up at the pharmacy every day. They're taking them every day. And they're going to take them, hey doctor, when can I get off these medicines? No, you're going to take these medicines for the rest of your life. And I think, okay, so I'll have a patient come in and they'll dump all these medicines down on my desk. And I'll say, how do you feel? And they say, I feel horrible. Well, then these aren't working. So let's get a plan that does, and so I think that a synthesized artificial medication is just never going to be as good as a whole plant that has been turned into some form of medicine that helps make us healthy. Is what we're supposed to be eating.
And I've always found it intriguing, and I know the underlying answer to it, but just to play devil's advocate, that you would synthesize the natural product and to manufacture. Why would you take from the natural, not use the natural source and make something else?
So it'll last longer. That's the only, and that's really, and if you're adding additional factors to it, you get more for it selling. It's unfortunately a financial
for what
status.
You pay for over-the-counter or OTC medications, you're not paying that in natural herbal medicine.
No.
And if you really do your research, you could grow a lot of these things yourself at
Absolutely.
home.
We grow a lot of things at home.
Yes.
This is
so,
the grower right here.
This is Mrs. Isabel. I had a great conversation with her. We talked about what I eat, what I'm not eating. Your girl's getting in it. You've seen video footage. I'm at the park 5-6 days out the week. I'm doing 4 to 5 miles each of those days. And I've lost weight, but for the amount of activity and the type of cardio that I do, I'm like, what's going on? Why am I not losing the weight as fast as I like it for someone who's been doing it for over 6-7 months at this rate and at this pace? So I sat down with Isabel and we talked about my lifestyle. We talked about cortisol. And we did the thermoscan of my chest cavity. We also did my neck here to look at my thyroid gland. And I learned some great information from Isabel. And she also has a great garden. She has grapes, ferments her own wine. Awesome stuff. I live vicariously to do these things, with time. So can you tell me a little bit about what you do here and explain to me a little bit about what we spoke about as far as shape?
Okay, so I always loved nutrition. That was my thing, and eating good and eating healthy. But as we age, things start happening in your body. You're like, what's going on? I eat well, I work out, I'm super healthy. Why do I'm feeling this way? So thank you to Dr. Payton, I was able to understand women, the body, and you have to learn to take care of it and accept it. And there's some things that we cannot control, but with guidance we can, function and do better and not be frustrated. That's what I saw here, a lot of frustration in people, like, what's going on, why I feel this way. So I love natural medicine, so I became a naturopath, and I think it's amazing.
Can you explain to us what a naturopath is?
A naturopath is a doctor that is trained in natural medicine. And so you learn just as a physician, we are physicians, but our goal is to look for the root of the problem. It's not to treat a symptom.
Not to treat the symptoms.
Right.
Not symptoms, we're trying to
Right.
get to the root of the
To the
issues.
root of the issue. As an example, real quick, we had a patient today. He's been in heart medicine for 20 years plus.
20 years plus.
And the only reason he's in heart medicine is because he has a rapid heart rate, and we
Really?
find out today that it's not the heart problem, it's anxiety, it's
Stress and
created by
cortisol.
stress and cortisol.
Cortisol. He's totally stressed out about his
Totally
job
stressed.
and about money.
So if you treat,
Wait a minute.
if you
Did you
treat
get
this-
that?
That's the root of the problem. So if you treat the stress and the anxiety and the adrenal fatigue, the problem resolves.
This is very interesting to
Because
me.
we are one thing and everything is connected. And sometimes if you feel pain in your neck, well, it's not coming from your neck. It can be something else. So that's where, she's so amazing to find what really is the root of the problem. I was going from doctor to doctor with pelvic pain for over 20 years, when emergency rooms, different doctors, it came thousands of dollars, until they always say there's nothing wrong with you. And she knew what was exactly wrong with me. Through a thermal scan, I was able, in 4 days, I was able to walk. I was here almost crawling from pain after 20 plus years of pain. And so we see this every day. People come here, no answers, frustration, tons of medicine. They say, I don't have anything, or I am in all this medicine, and then a week later, they're like, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling awesome.
That's
it's
awesome.
just like,
Such a good
oh
feeling.
my God.
That's
Is that-
awesome.
See, that's what I live for. And I know
That's what's up.
that's what, so
That's what it's about.
yeah, so I fell in love with natural Chinese medicine, because my daughter was, when she was 3 years old, she was diagnosed with asthma, and they prescribed medicine for teenagers for a 3-year-old, and they say, well, this medicine causes suicidal tendencies in teenagers. I say, how can you keep a baby? They say, well, blah, 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 we don't know that, whatever. So I say, no, I completely say, no, this cannot be. I treated my daughter, with natural stuff, natural medicine. She went into everything organic. And at 16, she never had albuterol. She never had any asthma.
Look at that.
medicine.
Wow.
And she's a swimmer. And the only problem with Bella was she had some allergies to food, which we know what
Okay.
triggers that. You take it away, you supplement,
Right.
you eat well, you eat organic, sun, water, and the best doctors.
6 best doctors, right? Sunshine, fresh air, water, exercise, diet.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm leaving out one, but or two.
So they can thrive and
Attitude
they can
is
live a
nothing else.
healthy life.
Absolutely.
And my daughter's 16, and I was like, where is the asthma? I don't see it.
No asthma.
Look at
No
that.
asthma.
Yeah, so that's why we love what I do, and thanks to her, I was able to fall, because that was almost my dream. It was always my dream. and healed through food and
Awesome.
natural.
Thanks to her, because she's one that's amazing. Okay, she's amazing.
So
And-
so would I call you Dr. Isabella?
She is.
Yeah,
Dr.
I am.
Isabel.
Okay,
Yeah,
I want to be
I don't-
correct here.
Yeah, I don't say hi. My name is Doctor.
I got you.
She is board certified.
Yeah.
Okay.
So shape. You asked me about shape.
Yes.
Okay, so I fell in love with shape because I was able to understand why we cannot lose weight and why as we hit certain age we should not trying to do what a 16-year-old can do because we hurt ourselves and it doesn't work. So he explained we had to take classes and
Okay.
it takes time, but this doctor for me is a genius, and the way he explained things, and I was able to understand, as I told you,
Yes.
how stress works. And if you don't, it becomes like a chronic problem. Like the body comes, like, how do I say this? Addicted to stress, and so it start going like an autopilot. So like,
Yes.
right? So you start building cortisol, and you start building
So body's
all this,
automatic
and
response.
it becomes inflammation. But then even if you don't have stress, your body looks for stress, and it keeps going and going and going, and then it shuts down your metabolism. You cannot lose weight, and so that's what this product goes into reset. It's like a reset. Your hypothalamus, your brain, so your body can function properly. And that's the reason why we feel tired, we don't sleep, our libido drops, we don't want to have sex, and we start
This is important, y'all.
Part of health.
craving carbohydrates and sugar and the
sugars.
wrong foods. Now the body is getting all these carbohydrates. Hypothalamus is not happy. I call it a he because he wants sex and food and so it becomes a cycle, and we're like, but why I feel tired? Why I don't want to be with my husband? Why and then the pancreas cannot process sugar because the cortisol inhibits the pancreas from processing sugars, and then so the body goes into we have to survive.
You have to survival mode, right?
Yeah, so
Stock up
your
on that fat.
metabolism is not going to work anymore. So it's just a process that you're like, oh my God, now I understand why. And we go and work out, heavy workout, and oh my, cortisol goes up because you're tired. The body's exhausted, and you're going into a heavy workout. That's not going to work. It's going to make it worse. So when you understand this, and you start taking shape, it's going to help you to reset your brain, help you to have a good lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. This is not a program to lose weight because I don't believe in diets. I believe in we need to eat healthy and to drink water, but not a diet.
And I'm glad you say that, because it's what I say all the time, especially when I do any of my videos, even here for Taste on TV. You have to create a lifestyle. You have to create a lifestyle. Diets are fads. They come and they go. Whatever's new, whatever's hot, whatever's trending. But as people, if you want to maintain great health, you have to create a lifestyle. And you build. It's not going to happen overnight. It's something that you work on a regular basis to be healthy. So when you talk about shape, and we did our thermoscan, we did it of my thyroid, and I remember a few years back, my hairstylist said, because I'm real thin up here, and she said to me, something's going on with your thyroid. You should go get that checked out. Thyroid, smyroid, what is she talking about? So I'm just getting my hair done year after year. Now I'm like, I don't like the way this looks. The older I get, the thinner I get. The hairs doesn't grow. The follicles don't come back like they used to. If they do, they're all coming back gray. So
L'Oreal loves me.
You are an
So, so we did the thermoscan. We found out I had, I guess, a little bit enlargement there, and I got the detox iodine.
Detox by iodine.
And let me tell you, my mom's with me. She came. I could think that next day I picked her up, and the body just absorbed it so fast. I think by 8 o'clock, I was here 3:30 in the afternoon. By 8 o'clock, it was disappearing. By 10 o'clock, it was gone. So obviously, this is something that was needed. It was, my body's thirsty.
The beautiful thing about that too is that your body was thirsty for it. The skin's the largest organ of the body, so it's absorbing it for the thyroid's purpose, for the whole body's purpose. But then eventually it'll stop absorbing it. And I'll say, wait a minute, this is different. Why is it different? Because your body's not needing anymore. So where the standard philosophy of doctors is continue to take this medicine indefinitely, this is made to take it till you no longer.
Can you say that one more time? Can you say that just one more time?
What's that?
About not continually needing to take.
You want medicines to fix the problem so that you don't need it anymore. And that's exactly what it does. It lets you know, look, it's still there. So my body says, no, time out, I don't want any more. So you don't need to give it anymore. So that's, I think that is what is the difference between naturopathy, nature medicine, and traditional medicines. And there's a place for traditional medicines. We need good surgeons. We need good trauma doctors. We need good doctors for all facets of the body. And we have lots of doctors, medical doctors, specialists that work with us. But their philosophy, because they're very busy, is spend about 7 minutes with a patient. The nurses do all of the labs or whatever that needs to be done, all the vital signs. The doctor walks in and his tunnel vision is what prescription is best needed for this patient. And sometimes we'll sit down with a patient and in our mind we're thinking the problem is this. And the more we talk to them, wait a minute, there's some other stuff going on. In fact, yesterday and today, or day before yesterday and today, we had some very significant patients where the problem is the stress. It is the family life, or it's the what's going on in the world right now. Right. Everybody is upset about everything that's going on. COVID, the election, everything is big news. Everybody don't want to hear it. It's toxic. We're really not wired to be able to know what's going on all over the world and see the faces of all the pain and agony that's going on everywhere. We can't absorb it and handle it. It's just too much. And so it's in turn causing us to be ill.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting that people come here and checking out, and that's all I need. Iodine and water, but they give me more. Give me more. I want more. I want to fix my body. I say like, and what I love about Dr. Payton, and it's like we start for the basic. You need to drink water because your salts are super high, and your body hurts everywhere, and your kidneys are gonna suffer, and start with that, and let's say you need iodine. People like, that's gonna fix it. Do it. Call me in a week.
See how
2 weeks, come back. Do a follow up in a month, and it's amazing. Like, oh my God, I feel great. I feel awesome. I can function. It's amazing, and that's what I say, that she doesn't have money. Like, because this is not a place where she's like, you don't need to come back. People go away, they get awesome, and we never see them again.
That's the best patients, but they'll come by and say, hey, we just want to say, hey, I love you guys, and they come for their annual scan, because that's the best patient. It's the one you don't need.
I love that. Yeah.
I find it very interesting that because of the way things are as far as our ideals about medicine and getting better and getting well, that this would be the last resort for some people, because we're not taught about natural healing methods for the body.
Yeah.
So when people do come not everyone, but in speaking with you, you know, there are people who come at their last wit because they've been on medication for an extensive amount of time and the symptoms are not gone and they're still in pain and they don't have a workable, livable lifestyle anymore if they can't function, you know, in life with the medications that they might be taking. I always have found it very interesting that this would be not one of the first places one would go. And I think it's because of lack of education and awareness about things that can be done naturally versus things that are synthetic or things that are pharmaceutical based. And I think more people would benefit from the services and the information and the quality of the products that you have here that are natural versus the alternative.
Yeah, I think that we are so trained to go to the doctor, the test, the lab, this, that, and the other. In fact, you turn on the television.
For this medication.
But what we don't realize is, you know, she's beat me up, made me feel all big, my head's all big. But no, I appreciate it. But no, the body is an amazing tool. The body is what heals. So where we may recommend a supplement and it helps somebody and they get better. What's happening is, what's really getting better, we didn't do it. We might have instructed them and we got them there. That's what we did. But the body did the work. The body is the healer. And we fail to really look at that. We think, oh, we're getting old and it's wearing out. Or, oh, we do this and so.
Something new.
No, yeah.
You know?
The best medicine is to teach people how not to need it.
Amen.
Boom, there you go. So this is Dr. Rebecca, Dr. Isabel, Organic Chef, coming to you live on location at ThermaLife here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I'll have some information about what's your address?
368 West Pike Street, Suite 106, Lawrenceville, 30046. We're in the Camelot Professional Building just outside of Downtown Square.
Hours of operation are?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to
4. We stay until 5.
We'll stay till we're done.
Don't come after 4.
No,
They will, but
just go.
come on.
So come on down. If you live in this area or you are visiting, I thoroughly recommend visiting ThermaLife here, getting a thermoscan. Get the ionization. It just blew my mind.
$30.
It wasn't expensive. It was $30. I paid out of pocket, and it was worth it.
It's not covered by all insurances, but it is covered by flex pay spending, by
absolutely.
certain health plans that do more holistic type care.
They might cover it. So
it's inexpensive.
I definitely recommend coming here, even if just meeting them. I've had a pleasure meeting them here, getting ionization or getting a thermoscan. Start out with something small, you know, do a chest cavity. For women, you know, get your thermoscan for your breast. Experience something that it's not cold to your flesh, it's not flattening, it doesn't hurt, doesn't give you any pain, and minus the radiation.
Say hi to Dr. Will. He doesn't talk much, but he makes the supplements. He does an excellent job.
Where-
He doesn't
yeah.
talk much, so say hey to him.
Yes, but I'll definitely meet him on the way out. I missed him today. But this is Organic Chef, Taste on TV. Holler at your girl. New year, new you, new health. Think outside the box, y'all. I'm out.